go live and I need to let all my supporters know that that's not true. Miss Nell don't roll like that. Miss Nell ain't playing no side chick for nobody, okay? That's just not how it go. And yeah, she's referring to Tisha K interview with Martell. No, I'm not referring to Tisha K interview with Martell. For those of you who know, I won't call no names and until I address it. Just stay tuned. Some of you.
Oh my gosh, you won't believe what just happened. Fletcher literally pulled the rug right out from under Destiny, exposing all these juicy secrets she thought would stay buried forever. And trust me, this isn't just your typical online drama. We're talking about a full-blown scandal that's completely shattering everything. You know how Destiny has spent years crafting this perfect image of being the eternal victim, always making everyone believe she's the one being wronged? Well, honey, the truth just came out, and it is so much messier than anyone could have imagined. Fletcher didn't just drop one bombshell, she came armed with receipt after receipt, proving that our little Miss Innocent has been playing an entirely different game behind closed doors. And here's the best part. Fletcher isn't just running her mouth, she's backing up every single claim with rock-solid evidence, screenshots, voice messages, and get this, even people from Destiny's inner circle are turning against her. This is the kind of exposure that makes it nearly impossible to bounce back from. Destiny is desperately trying to spin this story in her favor, but darling, it's not looking good at all. Her fans are abandoning ship. Her so-called friends are distancing themselves faster than you can say scandal. And once we break down all of this piping hot tea, you might never look at Destiny the same way again.
I'm not gonna sit on the phone with a woman that I know is cheating with my man. I'm just not gonna do that. Watching them interact, watching them have conversations, is like watching her teach this woman how she wants them to operate. And I said that to her. I just really can't sit in a room with someone that will lie to my face.
Let me spill some serious tea about Destiny. For the longest time, she's been playing this perfect victim role, convincing everyone that she was always the one being wronged. She had us all believing she was just caught in this endless cycle of betrayal and bad luck. Every single time drama erupted, there she was, positioning herself as the innocent little angel who got hurt. And I've got to hand it to her, it worked like a charm. People defended her left and right, attacked anyone she labeled as an enemy, and supported her without ever questioning a thing. But honey, was that really the whole story? Whispers started circulating that Destiny had more skeletons hiding in her closet than she'd ever admit to. Behind that perfect facade, things weren't adding up at all. Little inconsistencies kept popping up in her stories. Former friends suddenly started disappearing from her life. And most importantly, Fletcher, who had been there through absolutely everything, was sitting on information that was about to turn Destiny's whole world upside down. For a while, Fletcher kept her mouth shut. She watched from the sidelines as Destiny spun her tales, painting everyone around her as villains while she played the misunderstood victim. But behind those closed doors, Fletcher was methodically collecting evidence, texts, voice notes, and first-hand accounts of things Destiny never thought would see the light of day. Then it happened. Fletcher finally snapped. She'd been holding on to the truth for far too long, watching Destiny manipulate person after person. It was time to expose everything, and when she did, oh my word, the internet absolutely exploded. But what exactly did Fletcher know? Let me break this down for you. Initially, Fletcher stayed in the background, letting Destiny continue with her usual tactics. She didn't engage, didn't clap back, didn't even hint at the bombshell she was sitting on. Maybe she was waiting for just the right moment, or maybe she wanted to see just how far Destiny would push her lies. But then, Destiny tried to play that victim card one more time. Another sob story, another claim that she was the one being attacked. And this time, Fletcher wasn't having any of it. She called Destiny out in front of everyone, and let me tell you, when I say the room went silent, you could hear a pin drop. Fletcher didn't just say Destiny was lying, she came armed with receipts. She had screenshots of texts that completely contradicted Destiny's version of events, voice recordings that exposed Destiny saying things that totally went against her public statements, and even people who used to be Team Destiny started backing away because they couldn't deny what Fletcher was showing everyone. Every manipulation, every half-truth, every sneaky little move Destiny made to protect her precious image. It was all laid bare for everyone to see. But here's where it gets absolutely wild, because Fletcher wasn't the only one with receipts.
How y'all doing this morning?
Better than you.
I am here at...
What's that? What is that?
the Madison County Courthouse. About to turn myself in. And look who's always with me. My dad.
Okay.
My rider. Always. I hate this for him more than anything.
Me too.
Thing through it all is I've learned that I'm one of God's strongest soldiers.
Just when we thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, things took an absolutely explosive turn. People were still trying to process Fletcher's shocking revelations when suddenly, more secrets started flooding out like a broken dam. Leaked DMs and audio recordings started circulating everywhere. And honey, let me tell you, they confirmed everything Fletcher had exposed. These weren't just your average run-of-the-mill conversations. No, these messages laid bare Destiny's entire web of lies for everyone to see. In these messages, Destiny was caught red-handed, plotting against people, spreading false rumors, and playing the manipulation game like she deserved an Oscar. She was working both sides of every situation, setting up her so-called friends and even the loyal fans who had supported her, all while maintaining that innocent victim facade. One of the most jaw-dropping leaks, and trust me, this one had everyone, was a series of DMs where Destiny was absolutely trashing people she claimed to be close with. She even went as far as making deals with others to spread fake stories just to maintain her squeaky clean image while keeping the drama burning hot behind the scenes. It was like she was orchestrating this elaborate performance, keeping her fan base convinced that everyone was out to get her when, in reality, she was the puppet master behind all the chaos. These messages didn't just paint Destiny in a bad light, they completely obliterated the careful narrative she'd built over the years. Fans who had once defended her to the death started questioning everything they thought they knew. The internet absolutely lost it. People were flooding social media with their reactions. One person commented, "Fletcher brought the receipts, and Destiny's lies are finally catching up to her." Another added, "This is exactly why I never trusted Destiny's sob stories." The more leaks that surfaced, the harder it became to deny what was really happening. Destiny's reputation, once completely untouchable, was now lying in ruins. And just when Destiny thought things couldn't possibly get any worse, another bombshell dropped.
Now, there are some inconsistencies with Destiny's and her mother, what she said about her mom on the show versus what she's saying on this platform. There are some inconsistencies about her being placed in group homes and her dad came to get her. Now, she told us her dad didn't get her until she was a teenager. She was angry at him. Her grandmother got her. And then her dad got custody of her, allegedly. Now, I believe her childhood, okay? But there are some inconsistencies because she has said more than once, more than twice, there are different stories that she's told. Now, when it comes to Martell Holt and Destiny and this LeBerick situation, I don't know how LeBerick is, okay? I don't.
And now, prepare yourself for the ultimate betrayal, because one of Destiny's closest allies, someone who was supposed to stand by her through thick and thin, just turned the tables and exposed even more shocking secrets. At first glance, this person seemed like just another loyal friend in Destiny's inner circle. But behind those closed doors, things were completely different. This person, let's call them ally, had been silently watching everything unfold from the front row. They witnessed all the manipulations, the lies, and the schemes firsthand. But unlike others who stayed quiet, Allie decided enough was enough. The betrayal that followed was absolutely devastating. Allie started sharing everything they knew, dropping bombshell after bombshell about Destiny's manipulative behavior. They revealed that Destiny wasn't just playing games with her enemies, she was manipulating her closest friends too. Ally laid out every single detail of how Destiny had been completely two-faced, spreading secrets around to pit her friends against each other just to secure her own position. This was a backstab of epic proportions. Destiny thought she could trust Allie with her secrets, but in the end, this person exposed the full extent of her dishonesty. But hold on to your seats because you won't believe what happened next. This is where Destiny's entire world started crumbling down around her.
To me, I hate to say this, but girl code is I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm gonna say it. It was okay when you felt like you were getting information.
It was okay.
And then for you to think that I would give him information, that's not girl code. So there was never that exchange because, again, he's a man.
So now that we've seen all the leaks, the betrayals, and the drama, how did Destiny handle this massive explosion of chaos? You'd think she'd finally own up to her actions, right? Maybe apologize or show even a tiny bit of accountability. But oh no, darling, Destiny took a completely different route. Instead of coming clean, she went into full panic mode, desperately trying to do damage control. First, she tried to downplay everything that had been exposed. Rather than facing the truth head-on, she attempted to convince everyone that Fletcher's accusations were just based on jealousy. Yes, you heard that right. She actually tried to paint Fletcher as some kind of villain who was just envious of her success. But here's the thing, the evidence was just too overwhelming. Destiny couldn't deny what was already out there for everyone to see. The DMs, the audio recordings, the witnesses, it all spoke for itself. This desperate attempt to shift the blame didn't sit well with the public at all. If anything, it just made her look even more manipulative. She tried so hard to paint herself as the victim again, but this time, people weren't buying what she was selling. Her once loyal supporters started having serious doubts. There was this massive wave of uncertainty spreading through her fan base. Fans who had once defended her till the end started questioning whether they'd been played all along. They felt completely betrayed, like they'd been supporting someone wearing a mask the whole time. Instead of winning people back with honesty, Destiny only dug herself deeper with her weak defense. It's such a classic move when you're cornered. Point fingers at everyone else. But Destiny's attempts to blame Fletcher completely backfired, pushing her even deeper into a hole she couldn't escape from. And just when we thought Destiny had hit rock bottom, a final revelation sent shockwaves through everyone. This is the moment we'd all been waiting for, because as it turns out, Destiny was hiding something even bigger than we could have possibly imagined. You thought the DMs and betrayals were enough? Honey, they were just the appetizer. A new source came forward with some absolutely game-changing information that completely flipped the script. It turns out Destiny wasn't just manipulating people behind the scenes, she had been secretly working to sabotage multiple individuals. And this wasn't just petty backstabbing, we're talking about high-level scheming. Destiny had been plotting behind the scenes to completely ruin people's careers and reputations. The most shocking part? The source who came forward had actual proof. This wasn't just another rumor, it was backed up by documents, recordings, and first-hand accounts. Now the truth wasn't just out there, it was crystal clear for everyone to see. Destiny's carefully crafted image of being this misunderstood, loyal friend was completely shattered. She was exposed as the mastermind behind a massive web of lies, manipulation, and sabotage. So where does Destiny stand now after all this chaos? Well, her future on the show is looking pretty grim. This whole expose has completely demolished her reputation, and it's crystal clear that people are losing faith in her by the minute. Now everyone's asking the big question, will the show drop her? Some sources are saying there's a very real chance she might not even make it to the next season. With everything that's come to light, it's hard to imagine the producers keeping her around, especially if her presence starts becoming a liability for the show's image. After all, who wants to be associated with someone who's become the center of such a massive scandal? On the flip side, Fletcher is having a completely different experience. While Destiny is scrambling to defend herself, Fletcher is being praised left and right for standing her ground and speaking the truth. Her role has only gotten stronger after the expose, and people are rallying behind her for exposing all the lies. She's been totally validated, and her fan base is growing faster than ever. One thing's absolutely certain. Destiny might have thought she could keep her secrets hidden forever, but the truth always finds its way out in the end. No matter how hard she tried to cover everything up, the lies were finally exposed, and now there's absolutely no going back. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think Destiny deserves a second chance, or is this really the end of the road for her? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.